So anyway, stay tuned to the very end because this episode is about being fair. Is life fair? Or is it? Stay tuned to the very end and then you will realize the real lies that have been perpetrated to us. So stay tuned. Bula, Namaste, hola, and hello to all of my soul tribe of conscious creators out there, where we strive to see the unseen. Oh, just look at this magnificent nature out here. Everybody take a deep belly breath in, just inhale happiness, exhale peace. And don't you just feel so much better? Do it outside in the ambience of Mother Gaia's amazing vitamin N. And look what I manifested to now of where to do my videos at a quaint, quiet, serene, amazing hotel at Tres Fuentes in San Miguel de Allende. As I was walking to the park, I happened upon this place that I was like, oh, that's a beautiful place. Oh, wait, it's a hotel. I'm going to go in and I am going to have a couple of drinks. Ooh, some organic Mai Tais and mango margaritas. Yes. And I was like, this looks like a great place that I could do some videos. So ask and ye shall receive. This is so amazing. Look at their awesome courtyard. Check out this amazing fountain in the back of me. All of the amazing. There's only 7 rooms here. Isn't that amazing? So yes, this is a pretty penny, but look at this courtyard. Is this not so amazing? I just wanted to show you a little piece of San Miguel de Allende as I am touring the lovely, beautiful essence of Mexico. And I am just so excited. Like my hat, I had to wear a hat because the sun is blaring down, and as you can see, I have got a lot of sun on me. I don't mind sun. Sun is great because sun gives us our lovely vitamin D. But when it's constantly blaring down on me, I don't want really my face to be really, really, really dark. So I chose to wear a hat. So anyway, anywho. So as I was mentioning, stay tuned to the very end so you will realize the real lies that have been perpetrated to us over the centuries, the decades, the millennia, everything. And yes, I manifested me to be right here in San Miguel de Allende because no matter what is going on in the world, there are always more than one way to skin a cat, as they all would say. And there actually is. Where there is a will, there is a way. Where there is life, there is happiness. Where there is life, there is abundance. And everything is in divine order. So I am so delighted that you all stopped on this channel to join me because there are no accidents. And as I've mentioned several nows before, I am new at YouTube. However, I am definitely not new to this arena. I have now 5 books that are about to be published. I have 1 book that is already published, as well as 4 more books in the publishing arena as we speak. So I am super excited about that. If you have not already, go and check out what I do and the missions that I present to the world at fuelforthebody.net. I am yours truly, also known as Organic Guru Isabella Lynette Marie, where I help you to see the unseen. I am traditionally a health practitioner as well as a certified medicine woman. I'm also an international spokesperson and published author of, like I said, 5 books. I'm also a brand ambassador as well as a conscious creation coach and your healer. I help you to find the inner you. I help you to expand your horizons. I help you to truly get out of your own way. And read my stories on my previous videos as well as my website, and you will see that I only speak to you from experiences that I myself have gone through, or very close and dear friends or relatives that have gone through. So therefore, no animals were ever harmed in my experiences, in my experiments, should I say. So you will realize that I truly can feel your wants, your needs, your desires, your adversities, because I have been through a lot of shit in my life, and I do not count those as bad things at all, because life is fair. Everything is fair, and I will explain to you how even the lion is fair. From rapes with my own self, and two murders in my family, bigamy, abandonment, just held at gunpoint, all of these things, and being abandoned, having your kids nearly taken away from you by the dark side, and just a lot of things that's happened in my life. I can truly understand where you are coming from, so I truly resonate with you. I truly speak to you from the heart and from my experiences, because I truly want and desire to raise the vibrations of humanity, to unite humanity as one, because that is what it is all about. So please, if you feel so compelled, click that like button right now, and go ahead, if you have not subscribed, subscribe to my awesome Conscious Creation YouTube channel, and share this shit everywhere. And while you're at it, go ahead and click that little bell icon right there, because it helps boost the algorithms for YouTube to send this message far and wide. And by the way, there are so many people who desire to hear this message. And tonight's message, like I said, is about fair, being fair. So stay tuned until the very end, and we will have a great message for you. Go drink. So anyhow, this episode is about being fair. So a lot of people in life, as you see and as you have heard, and you have probably said it yourself, well, that isn't fair. Well, how dare he? How dare she? Well, that's just not fair. Have you also heard the phrase, all is fair in love and war? Do you realize that that is so true in love and in war? I personally don't believe in any types of war, but there is a war going on in the spiritual realm. It is a war between dark and light, as you all have noticed. And despite what is going on in this chaotic, delusional clusterfuck of a madhouse, chaotic world that we seem to be living in, yes, I do live in this world, on this plane, but I am not of this world. And I will teach you how to be out of this world as well. I will teach you how to be free as a bee. Never fear, your gypsy is here. Live the life of a gypsy queen. Yahoo, yahoo. I get it. Everybody may not want to live as a gypsy, but it is really, 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 really fun. I can tell you that right now. And all the things that I get to experience and manifest and enjoy and treat myself to the most amazing places on the planet. Yes, I enjoy my life, and I will teach you how to do that as well. So go on to my website right now at fuelforthebody.net. You will find out more about me, or you can just go to my newest website that is coming out. I'm so excited. ConsciouslyCreatingNow.com. And that is a place where you can book consultations with me, even on fuelforthebody.net. But anyway, back to fairness. The world that we live in seems to be very delusional and just really chaotic, right? Well, that is also a perception of how you will see it. A friend of mine, Kimberly Swinson, did a video on, if you don't know your rights, you don't have any. I've been saying that since 2005. If you don't know your freaking rights, you don't fucking have any. Plain and simple, period. So I encourage you to look at that video that I posted. Well, it's actually on Facebook. But anyway, she was talking about This is all just an illusion. It really is. And they want to make you think that you have to comply with what they tell you to do. My friends, these are not laws. These are only little bendable, breakable rules or ordinances that they put in place. So remember that these masking, these vaccinations, these green passes are not laws. They are only rules. There are so many ways to skin these cats. I don't recommend really skinning real cats, that's just not cool. But as far as fair, love is fair. Life is fair. Because you've heard the phrase, even the lion is fair. When you say that was not fair, it's just like the lion saying, well, I'm going to be fair to that zebra, that bison, that cat, that weaker vessel. I'm not going to eat him because he didn't eat me. Now, granted, there's a lot of wonderful compassion in the animal kingdom. Yes, I do realize that. There's a lot of compassion, and there's a lot of animals that will take care of other baby animals. But in generally speaking, just because that lamb did not eat the lion does not mean that the lion is not going to eat the lamb. Does that make a little bit of sense? Let me break it down for you. So everything really is fair. I just had this discussion with my son, and this was out of his realm. He usually doesn't speak like this, but he's like, that's really just not fair. And I said, son, let me tell you about fair. Life is what we make it. Life is how we desire it to be. Now, a lot of you are sitting there, but I didn't desire this to happen. But I didn't desire my life to be this way. But I didn't desire for this to happen to me. Okay, that may be all fine and dandy, and that may be very true. Your forward-thinking, waking conscious did not desire that to be the way that it is planning out, right? However, remember about my filing cabinet, your filing cabinet that I told you all a few years ago, a couple of years ago, that we store things in our subconscious, which is our filing cabinet. And it is so full of files, old files, that we forget to just take out and throw into the shredder, right? So when we fill our subconscious with all of these files and they get so full, well, it's no wonder that we have a clusterfuck of delusional chaos going on in our brains right now. Therefore, it is only inevitable that the unthinkable or unimaginable will happen to us, because we have so many fears, we have so many scaredness, we have so many uncertainties, we have so many things that are happening in our subconscious that we are actually manifesting, and we are creating and outlining our own destiny, our own reality. This is reality, my awesome soul tribe of conscious creators. This right here is now. The time is always now. It's to now-ro, yesternow, this eve now, this after now, this eve now, and so on and so forth. The Egyptianary new words of the now. And that is how it is. Because life is absolutely fair. Because now there are certain things, like when you're playing sports, of course you don't want to, there's a certain thing called fairness. You want to give each team the equal opportunity to get the ball or the object. You don't want to give this team more players than this team. That's, unethical and unfair in the game of sports, hey? And as well as the game of courts. A lot of people have been to courts. I have many, many times, and I want a carriage account. But in the court of law, there's a certain term called fairness, right? And we have the judges, and we have the referees, and we have the attorneys, and this and that and the other, and there's certain things called fair. But if you all know, and those of you that have been to the United States courts, you know that there is nothing really fair in it. Because it just isn't. It's just their games that they make up, and they play the game as they go along, and they like to be the main chess players, right? But as far as fairness, when we realize that we have the opportunity, that means you and you and you and you and you and you, all of you have the opportunity and have the capabilities of creating what you so desire. And without being selfish, we should always be selfish. There's a difference between selfish and selfishness, right? So when we realize that we can be selfish without being really selfish to others, then we will realize that this is actually fair. So whatever this pawn in the game gets, as opposed to this pawn in the game gets, we actually created that scenario. Whether we want to believe it or not, we did create that scenario. Because somewhere along the line, we either had a fear, we either had a scaredness of it, or we were vibrating on that thing not to happen so much. And remember what I said in several videos ago, a few years ago, that wherever we are vibrating and whatever we give meaning to and whatever we give our energy to, that is what is absolutely going to manifest and going to happen. Like I was swimming in Fiji and I didn't want to see a shark. I was out there by myself with Jonathan, right? We were out there swimming in the deep blue without anybody that knew the watchers at all. I was like, I don't want to see a shark. I don't want to see a shark. I don't want any sharks to be in the watchers. And what did I see? The universe said, oh, wow, she wants to see sharks, because universe are not toddlers, but they have the mindset of toddlers, whereas they only hear the positive. I want to see a shark. I want to see a shark. They did not listen to or hear, I don't want to. It only translated as I want to. So they said, here you go. Oh, you're really vibrating on that. Oh, here's another one. Oh, you're really vibrating on that one too. Well, here's another one. Here you go. Here's 3 in a row for the now. For the now, right? So it wasn't that it wasn't fair that I saw those sharks and I was like swimming as if I could outrun a shark, right? I mean, they were way down the surface below, but still they were so big. They were so freaking big. Oh my God, they were so big. Anyway, that's another story. So whenever we do that, it makes our energy vibrate and resonate on that subject, right? So, sorry, I got a little bit thirsty. So, when we think about it, life is actually fair, because life is what we make of it. Life is how we desire it, whether you are consciously creating it or subconsciously creating it. And what I do is I help you to tap into your subconscious to get rid of all of those files. I help you to rewrite what you think happened in your so-called past. I help you to master the art of telepathy and master the art of rewriting your past so that you can start a clean slate. I help you to find the inner you. I help you to realize the real lies that have been perpetrated out there. I help you to totally understand how to create the life of your desires. And it's just so cool. So actually everything is fair in love and war. And for a lot of people to say, well, he left me. Well, that's not fair. Well, she did this. Well, that's not fair. Well, he did this. Well, that's not fair. I get it. You're hurt. It's your ego that has been hurt, though. And I have another episode. I actually have a few more episodes on the subject of ego. So you definitely want to look at my playlist. I think they're on there at the moment. Anyway, I have, if they're not on the playlist, I'm pretty sure they are. I have ego episodes. So you definitely want to tap into those videos to understand better of where the ego lives and what the ego is about. So your ego got hurt. Therefore, you're translating it as not being fair. Now, you know, I know the American dream and different countries are, oh, you know, we have to stay with our spouse for the rest of our lives. I'm not telling anybody to get a divorce. Let's just get the record straight. I am not perpetrating splittings. I am not perpetrating divorces. I am not perpetrating any of that whatsoever. But what I am saying is, you know, I hear so many people, well, he cheated on me. Well, she cheated on me. Well, that's not fair. Well, he did this and she did that. And that's just so not fair. I did not deserve that. Very, very, very good points. Hey, I've been in a lot of situations. I had the most horrendous thing happen to me where my ex committed bigamy and he was married to 2 of us at once. I mean, I know there's a lot of polygamy going on, but I was not a polygamist and I was not Mormon, so therefore it was not okay where we lived. So he lived a double life. You know, I didn't even know about it. He lived a double life, had another family while he was married to me with the 3 kids that we had together. And it was crazy. And of course he cheated on me with all the stuff that he was doing. And back then I was hurt. My ego was hurt. Everything was hurt. But I lived through that for 3 years. And there was a lot of other things that happened in with that. I could just go on, but that's for another episode, hey? But I'm telling you this, he cheated on me. He did this. And I wanted to be the victim. And then my mother did what she did. I wanted to be the victim, right? And then rapes happened. I wanted to be the victim. And then my brother was murdered. And then my dad was murdered. I wanted to be the victim. And I went out on a vigilante. Now, am I saying there's a difference between being fair and being right and being wrong? Now, I believe there are no wrong decisions with us as long as we are doing things to better our higher self, better the planet and humanity, and the animals, of course. I don't believe in right or wrong. But as far as fair, right, and wrong, then yes, there's certain things. Was it right for my dad to be taken? No, not for the measures that he was taken. However, after further study and further diving deeper and understanding my true self and my dad coming in to give me messages, I have now realized that he probably perpetrated what happened to him so that maybe I would listen for once in a lifetime, right? So my message to you, my friends, is that life is what we make it. Life is how we perceive it. Life really is fair because it's all how we're vibrating. Maybe the evil ones are doing this, the dark side is doing that, but we have the same power as the evil ones. We have the same power as the dark side. We, you, me, us, all of us have the power that they supposedly have. We can create anything that we desire, and our life can be magical, magnificent, and amazing, and just living in harmony when we allow it, and when we refrain from looking at life as fair or not, as right or wrong. Life is how we desire it. Life is how we bring it to the forefront and manifest there for us now. But I realize a lot of people get stuck. So if you are feeling anxiety, you are depressed, you are stressed, you have high blood pressure, you are in a chaotic mode, you are delusional, I get it. So if you are in that state of being at the moment, please comment down below or give me a private message at fuelforthebody.net, and I will definitely help you and assist you how to get out of that path of destruction, because I totally understand what you may be going through. Trust me, I do. And I just want the best for humanity, and I just want you and I desire you to experience life as I do, because life is totally amazing, just as you are. So always remember, you are totally awesome. You are amazing. And you are beautiful. And you are totally loved. From me to you. And until we meet again, Vinaka VakaLevu for tuning in. Muchos gracias. Thank you very much. I definitely appreciate each and every one of you. So be sure and stay tuned for the next episodes, and click that bell icon while you're at it so that you will be notified of the latest and greatest, bringing you great inspiration and great happy harmony to you in just a few moments of your time. So I really appreciate each and every one of you. And until we meet again, more, adios, and goodbye. But it's not goodbye, because goodbye means an ending. It is never ending. In the meantime, I would like to know, what time is it? What time is it? You guessed it. The time is always now time. Yes, because why? We're zippy, 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 zappy, 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 H-A-P-P-Y. We're happy, yahoo! And again, we're zippy, 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 zappy, 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 H-A-P-P-Y. We're happy, yahoo! And one more time, we're zippy, 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 zappy, 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 H-A-P-P-Y. We're happy, yahoo! Because every little cell in our body is happy. Every little cell in our body is well. Every little cell in our body's healthy. Total vegan bodybuilder, baby. Every little cell in our body is well. We feel so good. We feel so well. Because every little cell in our body is well. Because why? You guessed it. Healthy cells make, or happy cells make, healthy, harmonious cells. Yes! And it's so true. The happier you are, the healthier your cells are, therefore, thus turning you into a healthy body. So no matter how cheesy or crazy these songs may seem to you, these songs are so good for your cells, and they help to really ignite those cells. So I encourage you each and every now to sing the happy song and the happy cell song, because it truly does the body good. Nothing like a fresh mango frozen drink. Delicious. To live for, because we love to live for it. Everybody uses that phrase, to die for. Oh, that is totally to die for. Well, number one, if I'm going to die for it, then I wouldn't get to enjoy it, would I? So I prefer to say, that is totally to live for. Oh my goodness, it's to live for, because I want to live for it. If it's going to be there available for me, I want to live for it. I want to live to be able to enjoy it. I don't want to die, because if I died for it, then I wouldn't get to enjoy it. Just a little pot to ponder. That goes in your dictionary vocabulary. A pot to ponder. A thought to ponder, my friends. A thought to ponder.